Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for February 28th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed down on Friday. Did gap a few pips at the open, but nothing significant. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways overall with a bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 89.96, possibly as low as 88.21. Look for some resistance around 89.75 and look for some support around 88.25. Okay, now looking at the Euro USD pair. This particular pair closed up overall, moving sideways. Looking for it to continue moving sideways. Look for it to potentially, though, go as high as 137.46, possibly as low as 134.52. Look for some resistance around 136.90 and look for some support around 135.25. Okay, now the pound US dollar pair. This pair gapped down over 95 pips. Definitely looking for it to retrace during this the next couple of sessions. Now we are looking for it to continue moving down to the downside. Once it does retrace, biases to the downside. Look for it, though, to potentially move as high as 154.07, possibly as low as 150.58. Look for some resistance around 153.50 and look for some support around 151.00. Okay, now the US Swiss. This particular pair closed lower on Friday. Did gap, but not by much. Definitely looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 108.74, possibly as low as 106.46. Look for some resistance around 107.85 and look for some support around 106.95. Now, as far as news announcements goes, we have the Eurozone releasing their unemployment rate at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow, consensus is that their rate has moved from 10.0% up to 10.1%. Not much of a change, but still could be negative news for the euro. Now, the Canadian dollar has their quarterly gross domestic product for the fourth quarter being released, showing an improvement from 0.4% to 4.0%. So that could be really good news for the Canadian dollar. We also have the Japanese releasing their jobless rate for January at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Looks like things have have held at 5.1%. Now we also have the the Reserve Bank of Australia releasing the interest rate decision at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Consensus on that is that they're going to hold rates at 3.75%. Definitely keep an eye on that because it could, if it comes out different, it could definitely move the market. Now let me show you what I'm looking at here. We have a swing trade setup that has been created over the past couple of sessions. Haven't had one of these in a while, but nonetheless, one has been created. Definitely looking for it to potentially, if we get a breakout to the upside, move higher, showing some potential areas of resistance that we could have looking ahead. If you notice here we have, let me zoom out a little bit, we have a potential buy here and probably move to break even at this point and then trail it up each area. We have an area of previous resistance and support here in this area. If it breaks through that, we could see it go as high as here. But just to give you an idea of what that looks like from a pip standpoint, if we get a breakout to the upside, we should see it hit about the 60 mark to the upside, potentially moving to 105 and then up to 135. So this is what I'm looking for. Use a risk to reward of 1 to 1. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for today. So until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.